ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to run you through a guy who has absolutely insane potential. He's currently prepping. I believe he's been dieting now for about 5 weeks. He's getting lean. I know he's very hungry if he's going to be watching this, mate. Good on you, bro. I'll see you soon. Anyway, so this is Ashley Lewis's story. And the reason I say I'll see Ashley soon is because he now lives literally just back there, which is mad. And the reason I say it's mad is because Ashley is from Wales. We joined on board and he was earning £3,000 per month. He was working full time whilst earning £3,000 per month on the side. And in the time that we've been working together, we've managed to take him from 3k per month to 11k per month. He's actually hit PBs even bigger than that. But in terms of like his monthly recurring revenue, we're currently sat at 11k. Now, I want to show you something really quickly. Ignore me and Natasha just laughing about stuff. I want to show you something really quickly. This was a screenshot of Ashley booking his one-way flights to Dubai back on September. So we started working together in July, August, September, 3 months. 3 months. He was earning enough money in 3 months to go all in on his coaching dream, to go all in with actually committing to starting his brand new life with his partner Megan, who are actually getting married, which is very fucking cool. But honestly, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I love this guy to pieces. He has an incredible business. He is an incredible coach himself. And as you can see, it was just month on month. It was like 22% jump, 22% jump. It would be like 6.5k, 8k, 8.5k, 9k. You know, he was running me through what he was going to be doing for his launch. Like we were chatting back and forth. He was sharing me his wins. You know, even here after he booked the flight to Dubai, he was kind of showing me how many clients he'd had to sign up. And essentially, like as we were jumping back and forth and holding him accountable, mapping out what needed to be done, it was just constantly just. Oh, that was the. Fuck's sake! I'm just showing you the price of the thing. You know what? Fuck it. I don't even fucking care anymore. You can just see how much we charge because we're so cheap. It's ridiculous. Reality is, he has gone from 3k to 10k, and that was in just over 90 days. You've just fucking seen the price of one of our coaching packages, so you know realistically how competitive we are, because I know that there are so many people out there that charge so much more than we do and offer so much less. So if you are looking to grow your business to 11k plus, like there are packages available at that price. Anyway, and as you can see, creeping up, like just the wins he was getting are insane. This was no longer available, which is annoying. Where are we? Just thought I'd share this with you because as you can see, as every time we talk, it's like another PB, another PB, another PB. Anyway, let me talk you through exactly what we did to help Ashley to grow his business. Now, before I show this win for you all, let me just jump in and show you Ashley's business. I knew it'd be at the top, so I'm always on this page. So he's posted 706 times. He's got 6.2k followers, which has grown nicely since we started on board. He's a competitor himself, in phenomenal shape. And honestly, like when we started working together, I'm going to kind of like tell him off for this because it actually took him a few weeks to get consistent with content. But once he was, wow, like really started to take off, really started to take shape. And I think that there was a pivotal moment for us, in my opinion, when he was actually posting either daily or, 4 to 5 times a week where things just went bang. So let me show you where that was. And I can walk you through the whole journey because there'll be people on here right now thinking, fuck, like I'd love to move abroad. I'd love to move to Dubai, or if not Dubai, somewhere else. I'd love to go from 3k to kind of 11, 12k, which is what Ashley's done. So it was here, all right? This is cutest doggo ever. So this was pre-coaching, all right? So I wasn't coaching Ashley at this point or at this point, although that's like the best advertisement ever. I also wasn't coaching Ashley at this point. We started together around about this point because he came with Megan to Dubai, and this is actually the day, I believe, or it could have even been the day later, that we met up in Marina Mall, just over there. We went for a coffee. He bought me a Starbucks. Bro, I still owe you a coffee. If you're watching this, I still owe you a coffee. I'll be buying you a lot more than a coffee next time I see you, bro. Let's rest assured of that. So anyway, posting. This was his client, Andrew, who's actually working with me now, which is pretty cool. He's a good lad. He actually lives over there as well. But it was around about this point where he finally started upping his posting frequency. So it took about a month for him to implement that. And I'm like, dude, you need to be posting more consistently. This is what you need to post. But from that point, he really started to build more of a brand. So as you can see, like the color scheme started to come in. He's posting a lot more of his clients. He was always scared to talk on camera, and he finally spoke on camera here, which is brilliant. But as you go through, you can't obviously track his stories because they aren't on his feed. But he started to actually market his service more. He started to market his physique. He started to market his clients' physiques. The actual quality of the images massively improved. The DM's popping off today. The quality of the images improved. He was sharing more of his results. He was sharing more of his clients. He was basically documenting exactly who he is, what he does, and how it works. And then this right here, this popped off. I knew that his clients would want to get in sick shape before winter because they were dedicated, they were going to the gym, they were bodybuilders, physique athletes, competitors, but also a lot of lifestyle clients as well. But there were people who just took their progress seriously, and I cannot tell you how well this launch went down. Like this launch alone took us from like 3K up to about 8, 9K, just from that one launch. It worked phenomenally well. And as I continue to scroll, you'll start to see obviously gaining more results. Then he's traveling more with his partner because obviously they can afford to travel more. I believe they were in Greece. No, they went to Italy. Yeah, they went to Italy because he was looking for spots for the wedding, which is amazing. And as I continue to scroll, obviously more results, kept pushing it. And up and towards today, he's now moved to Dubai full time, which is such a fucking cool thing to see. Turned 33 back in December, getting married this year, competing this year, moved to Dubai this year, and as you can see here, Terminal 3, flying business in January, just literally from starting us working together earlier on this year. So I couldn't be any more proud of the bloke. So let me run through like exactly what it was that we actually did because again, I don't want to hide anything from you guys. You already know how much we fucking charge for one of our packages. So, you don't have to wonder what that is. You already know. And again, I will say, like, as much as this may seem a big comment to make, for what we deliver and what our price point is, we're the best in the world. I'm not going to pretend to be the best mentor on planet Earth. I think my mentor is, personally. He's just turned 50. He's been in the game for like 25 years. He's fucking unreal at what he does. He's clearly better at his job than I am. Obviously, his niche is slightly different. But I think what we've created, the value that we provide, the results that we achieve, the things that we can kind of help our clients with, the accountability that we provide, I can't see anyone beating us. I just can't. I physically can't. And that's why we cap our numbers. I can't find his results. Bear with me, guys. God damn it. But anyway, you're getting a little bit of a snapshot of my page anyway, 2 seconds. We're still going, guys. I mean, we got Sam's result, Ethan Nash's result, Matt's result, Cade's result, Callum's result, Sarah's result, James's result, all the results on here, Sean's result, Molly's result. Hold on. Oh, we're back. We're back, guys. So yeah, what do we actually do? Let me walk you through it. So basically, he needed inbound systems, marketing systems, and strategy for content. So when I say inbound systems, that's when people reach out to you and inquire. There are actually systems that create that. Like, I don't want you guys crossing your fingers and hoping that the algorithm just like brings you clients. There's an actual structure that you can follow every single week. So I gave him a content structure and a story structure, and that allowed him to kind of grow the business the way he has. So he needed that. He didn't have any marketing systems, never run a launch, didn't know how the fuck to do it. So we literally sat down and built it out together. So we did that. And then finally strategize with content. So in case you guys are thinking, okay, that's all good and well, but like, how do you even, build a launch? I won't show you Ashley's launch because that won't be fair. But what I will do, got the wrong thing, is I'm going to show you like a little snippet of how we can start to plan them. So we run a framework called Whisper Talk Shout. We've got a few trainings on this, but to make it like super easy to kind of understand what I'm sharing with you guys here. Again, this is all generic stuff, so this isn't his launch. But it's understanding like, right, what's the name of the launch? What's the goal of the launch? What's the hosting platform? What's the pre-launch duration? What's the post-launch duration? What channels are we going to use? And having a start date and end date. So like from day dot, we know when we launch, how we launch, and and what we push, like how things are actually looking for us. Then we kind of use different channels, whether it be like retargeting ads or, whether we use, WhatsApp communities or free communities or Instagram, DMs or Instagram stories or YouTube or wherever it is. And then we kind of then map out, again, this is generic. So we did this with Ashley. What's the price going to be? Is there a split payment? Is there a paid in full option? Is there a deposit applicable? Then like with the content, we then need to map out like, right, how can we entertain and get engagement so people are aware? How can we then share your experience? How can we then share your hero status? How can we then share social proof? How can we then make it relatable? How can we then share the takeaways? How can we share relevance? And how can we then actually add genuine scarcity to the launch itself? Then in terms of what is it, it was just kind of like sat down and like mapping out, you know, the name, the description, what's included, what you can achieve in either 12 months or 6 months or however long it is, any prizes and then any extras. And what this just allowed us to do is using this as well as our launch framework within our school platform and the check-ins we were doing, we just sat down and built it out together. And it then meant that Ashley was hitting some pretty insane months from doing that. He's now quit his job. Obviously, he quit his job quite a long time ago. He's travelled the world and moved to Dubai with his fiancée Meg, who literally lives, as I said, they both live over there in JVC. So we're at Emaar Beachfront. I love this place. It's brilliant. And then they're over there in JVC. So I can pretty much see his apartment. And he was very much struggling with kind of uncertainty. And he's now on track for earning £130,000 in a single year. And he basically mapped that journey within a 16-week period. So in case you're ever kind of struggling, thinking like, okay, well, how do I get started and what do I need to do and yada, yada, yada. Like if you're watching this video right now and you are very good at coaching, you're achieving results, you've got good results yourself, like I'm going to say this, and I don't want it to piss you off, but I want it to just open your fucking eye. In fact, no, I do want it to piss you off because I need to say it. Like, if you've got floods of results all over your page, just like Ashley does, like if I go back to here, yeah, let me just show you something real quick. And the reason this is important for me to share with you guys is because he's now got the systems for DMs, he's got the systems for content, he's got the systems for marketing, he's got the systems for launches. Like, if I look at your page and I'm like result, and you're not hitting at least 10k per month monthly recurring, that should fuck you off because you should be earning that amount of money when you're this good at your job. But the reason Ashley wasn't is because he had no systems, he had no strategy, he had no structure, had no accountability. So if you're currently watching this thinking, you know what, like I've got great results, like maybe I'm not being as consistent with my content, maybe I'm not being as consistent with my launches, you know, maybe my systems are fucked, you know, and I would love to move abroad, I would love to, you know, actually be able to kind of provide for my missus, for my partner, you know, I'd love to kind of build more of a brand, I'd love to be coaching more clients and actually just help more people, then that is exactly what we do, all right? All you need to do off the back end of this, you guys already know what to do. I'm going to drop my link below. This call, if on the call it's not for you, you think I'm a dick, you think I'm full of shit, you're not really sure, you're like, you don't have to join. Like, we only want to work with people who want to work with us, who are committed, who are ready to change, and are ready to see the kind of results that Ashley's seen here. Okay, so all you need to do is either jump onto Instagram, DM me the word coaching, we can have a conversation. If you like, if you're impatient like me and you're like, nope, take my money, just hit the link below. We can have a conversation, and if at the end of the call you're ready for that, amazing. We can start coaching you. If not, at least you understand what we do. All right, hit the link below, or if you're not sure and you're on the fence, DM me the word coaching, and we'll speak soon. Take care.